Hey everybody, it's Jimmy here with the CLT Life Home Team at Costello Real Estate and Investments. Today I want to talk about a recent blog that I shared on my Facebook page, how misunderstandings about affordability could cost you. So if you're paying attention to what's going on in the real estate market right now, home prices have been going up quite exponentially. We've seen 10% year over year increases in home prices recently due to the fact that there is so much buyer demand and a much smaller amount of inventory available for homeowners, for potential home buyers to purchase. So this article does a great job of clarifying some of those misunderstandings about affordability. One of them goes to talking about the affordability of owning a home versus renting a home. And I thought this was a very interesting stat. Renters pay a higher percentage of their income toward their rental payment than homeowners pay toward their mortgage. And there's a really great infographic here that shows across all incomes, homeowners spend about 16% of their income on housing versus renters spend about 26% of their income on housing. And they do account for, they mentioned here, they do account for income. So obviously more of your renters are people with lower incomes compared to homeowners, but that's not always the case. So this chart explains that. The next thing here was renters don't have, the next myth, I guess, or misunderstanding to dispel is that renters don't have extra money to invest in other assets. So the report goes on to say buying a home is not a decision between investing in real estate versus investing in stocks. Instead, the home buying investment simply converts one portion of an existing expense, which is renting, into an investment in real estate. So let's say you have $1,500 a month that you're paying in rent as a family versus paying a $1,500 mortgage. That's $18,000 a year that if you're renting, it's going straight to the landlord. You're not getting any of that money back. It's an expense for living there. Whereas if you're paying a mortgage, you're actually paying down the principal. So you're paying interest to the bank, but you're also paying the principal back to yourself. You're lowering the amount that you still owe on the home. And the other thing is your home values are appreciating. And as your home value appreciates, you're gaining an income as well. So that's where home ownership can be looked at as an investment as well as an expense. The third misunderstanding is that your mortgage payment remains relatively the same over time, whereas your rent keeps going up. So, and this is true. So if you have a mortgage, if you lock into, let's say, a 15-year or a 30-year mortgage, your mortgage payment is staying the same. The only thing that can make it go up and down at all is if your insurance and taxes change over time. But otherwise, your mortgage payment is staying the same. I guess that's why it says relatively the same. Whereas rent, rent can keep on adjusting upwards. And you may even have the opportunity to lower your mortgage payment. For instance, when my wife and I purchased our home, our mortgage was close to $1,600, let's say. And I think we lowered it by about $300 because of the ability to get a lower interest rate and the fact that we had paid down a good portion of our principal as well. So what is this here? Mortgage payment remains roughly the same over the 30 years of the mortgage. Here's what happened. Here's what rents have done for the past 30 years. So it doesn't show an exact number here, but this is from 1990 to 2020. So this is showing the increase in rents over time. Finally, if you want to own a home and can afford it, waiting could cost you. True story right now. Home values obviously have been going up year over year with our current circumstance with low supply and high buyer demand. And I don't see home values decreasing like they did last time we had a big housing bubble about 12 years ago, because it's not caused by the same thing. So this time, what's causing the increase in prices is buyer demand. So we may hit a high point and then we may plateau or dip just slightly, but over time, home values are going to continue to increase. So bottom line, if the current headlines report, let's see, I'm just going to read this. The current headlines reporting a supposed drop-off in home affordability are making you nervous. Let's connect to go over the real insights for our area. So if you are thinking about buying or selling a house, but you have questions about it, you can always reach out directly to me, 704-313-8514. You can email me at jimmy@costellorei or connect with me on social media. Thanks so much for watching. Look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.